On to question number 4. It says Kipkoech and Tanui began a 5,000 meter race together at the starting line. So we can assume we have a pitch and they start probably somewhere there. Kipkoech and Tanui took 72 seconds and 80 seconds. Okay, so we have Kipkoech taking 72 seconds and Tanui taking 80 seconds to finish distance 400 meters, right? Now we can get their speed. Speed is equals to distance over time. So Kipkoech is equals to 400 over 72. Tanui is equals to 400 over 80. This one is equals to 5 meters per second. 400 divided by 72. 50 over 9. 50 over 9 meters per second. So the thing is, the question continues to say the two athletes were together again after the starting line, after some time. So it means as they were moving at some relative speed to each other, right, it got to a point whereby one of them covered the whole 400 meters again and got to the other person. So let's get the relative speed. Relative speed is equals to 50 over 9 minus 5 over 1, because this gives us 9. It is 50 minus this gives us 9. This is 45. 5 over 9. Okay, so the relative speed is 5 meters per second, right? Now let's see how long it will take them to cover 400 meters at a relative speed of 5 meters per second. And I'm assuming that a whole lap is 400 meters, right? So let's say 5 over 9 meters is equivalent to 1 second. What about 400 meters when they were at par again? So it's going to be 400 times 1 times 9 over 5 is 80. So it's 8 times 9, I think 720. 720. This will take 720 seconds. Okay, I believe we are at par with whatever we're talking about. It talks about a question here. Kipkoech and Tanui began 5,000 meter race together at the starting line. Okay, Kipkoech and Tanui took 72 seconds and 80 seconds respectively. Kipkoech took 72 seconds, Tanui took 80 seconds to run a 400 meter lap. So one lap was 400 meters. Okay, so if you deduce whatever they are telling you is they're telling you get the speed of each one of them. So the speed of Kipkoech is 50 over 9 meters per second. The speed of Tanui is 5 meters per second. And if you are to look for the relative speed, it is the difference between the two, which is 5 over 9 meters per second. And now you say, if 5 over 9 meters is covered in 1 second, and then we are told that Kipkoech got to Tanui again after some time, then he covered 400 meters moving at this relative speed. How long did it take him? It took him then 720 seconds. So after we've gotten there, the question now is determine the number of laps that Tanui had to run to complete the race after they were together. So they were together after 720 seconds. So remember, each one of them ran for 720 seconds. So if Tanui is running at 5 meters per second. How much distance did he cover in 720 seconds, right? So we say he covers 5 meters in 1 second. What about 720 seconds, right? We cross multiply, we take 720 times 5. That gives us 20 times 5. That gives us 3,600 meters. So he had already covered 3,600 meters. And there are 5,000 meters to be covered minus 3,600 meters. And these questions, they're just arbitrary. We are assuming that they are moving at the same speed throughout the whole what? Throughout the whole race, okay? So it's 5,000 minus 3,600. So he is left with 1,400 meters to go, okay? And if he's left with 1,400 meters to go, and he usually covers a distance of 5 meters per second, then what is the time? Okay, sorry, he covered 1,400 meters. He is left to cover 1,400 meters, and the question is asking, determine the number of laps that Tanui had to run to complete the race after they were together. So they said here, run of 400 meter lap. So if one lap is equivalent to 400 meters, what about 1,400 meters, right? It's going to be 1,400 divided by 4. Let's see what it's going to give us. Sorry, 1,400 divided by 400. I'm so sorry about that. 1,400 divided by 400 gives us 3.5 laps. So he's left with 3.5 laps. Okay, so that was question number 4.